Hello everybody and welcome back to Syracuse Aviation. Today I have another model aircraft review. It's been a really long time since I did any kind of model content, so I really apologize for that. And it's been even longer since I did just a standard model review, I think. Unless you want to count the Airliners International Dallas model video. I didn't really unbox those in that one, so aside from that though, it's been a really long time, so I apologize. Today I have the Gemini200 Allegiant A320 in the Travelers Ideal livery, November 221, November Victor. This one I picked up in Atlanta, along with a few other 1-400s, which we have an American Embraer 170, a China Southern A380 by Aviation 400, and a couple others as well. So I picked this one up because I've always wanted to just expand my Gemini200 fleet, or just my 1-200s in general, expand my 1-200 fleet with aircraft that I either like or have sentimental value to me. So before this one I had two, which I still have, the NV models Midwest CRJ200. That one's not necessarily sentimental to me or anything, I just really like it. Then we have the Gemini200 Freedom 1 737-800. I've seen that at least twice. I saw it at Syracuse, and I saw it in Baltimore on the way back to Syracuse. So I want to say I saw it a third time, but I don't know for sure. I can't really remember, to be honest, but that's why I have that one. It is also a really nice model. I'll probably just keep it until NG does it, because obviously their mold would be a lot better than the Gemini one. Just plain and simple, straight up. But yeah, today we have the Allegiant A320. These are very sentimental to me. I flew on these all the time, central New York airports to Sanford, Florida mostly, but I flew on one to St. Pete. So we flew on Syracuse to St. Pete on Travelers Ideal A320. That was back when I was in 5th grade. I'm a senior now. We flew one of these from Elmira to Sanford. That was probably back in 2nd or 3rd grade, which is crazy. And I flew this from Fort Lauderdale to Syracuse last year, or Syracuse to Fort Lauderdale rather, last December. And then I flew on the new livery A320s a couple times, but it's mostly the same thing. Either way, very sentimental to me, so that's why I picked it up. And they did do a pretty good job on it. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. I'm going to do the box. I'm going to probably fly through it just because the box is not really the main topic or talking point here. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. It's better. Actually, maybe this will work. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Got the Gemini200 logo, Allegiant titles, CGI looking pretty nice. All of your item numbers, goodies down there. It is a button rather than the magnet, so that's nice. I could really go either way. I don't, it's not a huge deal to me. There's the right side of the box, top, the left side, the bottom I kind of already showed you, and there's the back with all of your licensing pieces and good stuff. So there you go. 2016 this one was released. I figured it was a little bit sooner than that, but no problem at all there. I guess I'll prop the model up just so it's a little bit better of a view for you guys. What's nice about this is it's easier to see the details, so I don't have to worry about the camera not picking stuff up because it's just everything's bigger. So I am looking for a pointer right now. Even if I don't necessarily need one for this, it would be nice to have. Let's see here. I'll just use a pencil. Why not? So hopefully I don't get any graphite on this, but whatever. You got the nose cone here, static ports and everything, pitot tubes, all that good stuff, cockpit windows. The nose is kind of goofy, but it's not really as bad as the 1-400s, I would say. There's a lot of other factors that kind of make up for it, I would say. Although it is still unfortunate, but it's relatively close. The L1 door, your Allegiant billboard titles, it's such a nostalgic aircraft. I mean, I flew on these so many times, starting a long time ago, and just to have one in 1-200 scale almost makes me feel like I'm reliving it in a way. I guess we'll just tip it on its tail for now, so try and get rid of that glare for you guys. The CFM56 engines, of course, beautiful. I love these engines. Probably my favorite configuration on the A320. I also like the CFMs with sharklets, really cool as well. Your overwing exits and your roots on the top of the wing. Your Travelers Ideal livery with your, with your leading edge and your fence tip. It is a little bit, the fence tip does kind of have like an angle in the middle of it where you can see it, you know, where the angle changes, kind of like right here. It would, the box actually kind of shows it a little bit better, but this is kind of just one straight line. That is a little bit of critique that I have with this aircraft. That's one of my favorite parts of the Allegiant 320 is the fence tip, so, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Your registration back here, November 221 November Victor, as I said. Your L2 door, your horizontal and vertical stabilizers with the beautiful blue section, and then your sun there on the till. Looks really nice. Your APU exhaust cone, not really detailed at all. It's just painted. You would think that maybe it would be 3D, even back in 2016, but it is what it is. It's not really, as long as it's accurate. If it's lacking detail, I'd rather it be more accurate than feature certain details, to be honest. So, I didn't really point out the antennas either, so you have one here up front. You have a beacon light, actually, 3D. Two more antennas here in the back. You have a little piece down there. You got another antenna. Here's also your baggage door, so it's the same thing as the left side, just with your baggage loaders. And that's it for the sides and everything, so I guess we can, well, there's a better view of your baggage doors if you want, so looks really nice. 1-200 used to blow me away a lot more with just the size of it. I've gotten used to it, but it's still really, it's just kind of crazy. It just, you know, collecting 1-400 for over 10 years at this point, it's still surreal to be collecting a few 1-200s. It's just really cool. Your nose gear, as you just saw, does pivot slightly. It pivots more to the left than it does the right. Not really a big deal to me, though. It's not like it's a toy, so I don't really touch it too often. Gemini200's logo, you got another 3D beacon light. This is your ram air turbine compartment, I believe, the red piece. Your stand hole. Your main gear doors. Let's see what else we have. There is a small antenna here, kind of like the one in the back. And then there's a larger antenna there. The main gears on this, interestingly enough, do not roll. Sometimes I'm able to make them roll, like I can disassemble the hubcaps and take everything apart and make them roll, but with this plane I didn't want to, you know, deal with that. The tires do spin, but not intentionally. It's just because they're different pieces, not necessarily because the actual axles were put in properly. But yeah, this is it's just, you know, it's a really nice plane. It's standard because these fly most places. You see these all the time, but it's just nice to have a few 1-200s that are either sentimental or you see all the time, just nice display piece or a desktop item. Just really, really cool overall. Really like it. So, I got this for, I think, like 90 or 95 bucks in Atlanta. Maybe a little bit more, actually. I can't really remember. It was more than I wanted to pay for it, but I did really well with saving money that trip. I thought I would blow it all on other models, but at the end, I'm like, I still have a few hundred left, actually. So I figured, why not? This is one that I was wanting for a while. So in the last, like, half hour, I did buy it from a retailer. Can't remember who that was, so I apologize. If I did, I would have definitely given a shout out. But yeah, that's it for this aircraft. I would recommend it if you can find it for a good price that you're willing to pay, especially if it means something to you. It'll be a really nice addition. Just a nice little something to have to look at and mess around with if you want to. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video / review / whatever you want to call it. If you did, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.